they were a lot of fun to be around.
Sure. Oh yeah.
To say the least.
Well, they were good friends, and they enjoyed each other's company. They truly did, and they loved to have a good time.
Well, they loved to have a good time, and one of the things that really focused in for me when I worked with them that summer is how hard they worked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people always ask how were they able to be so good at what they did. They practiced and practiced and practiced routines that they've been doing for decades. When they worked incredibly hard, which was most of the time. I mean, yes, of course, they had their personal and family lives, but their lives centered around their work. They worked very hard at their craft, and they felt that they owed it to the audience, and that's part of the reason why they remained so popular all of this time. They were just that good.
What do you think the guys would say today at the popularity of the Three Stooges lives on, and as strong as it's ever been, and now we have this new movie coming out with the Farrelly brothers directing it, and it's coming out from Fox, and all this publicity around the Stooges? What do you think the guys would say?
I think they would be a little bit shocked to this extent. The entertainment world that they were in, very different than it is today. More controlled industry, not as big in terms of the stars, if you will, because everybody was under contract. So I think the worldwide aspect of the Three Stooges, because of their shorts and the cartoons and everything else, plays all over the world. And of course you've got the social aspect and of course the internet. I think they would be a little bit humbled by it. They were not necessarily humble by nature, but to them their work was their work. Mm-hmm. and they really appreciated their fans, and you know this as well as I do. They were so approachable. Mm-hmm. They would take whatever amount of time they needed to with fans who approached them. They never went Hollywood, if you will,
right,
mentally.
Right.
So I think they would be a little bit stunned.
Well, they loved their family life. They were good family men.
Yes.
And loved to be at home with the family, and really were normal people.
That's one of the things that tends to surprise fans. These were normal guys. They had homes, and even though everything they touched with a tool or implement in the shorts, they messed up, they were all handy around the house. They did normal things like they went shopping. You know, they had families, so they did all of the normal things that you do. And they walked down the street. They didn't look like as they were in character. So the juxtaposition of all of the guys as husbands and fathers and family men, and then as a member of the Three Stooges, people tend to forget. As strong as their on-screen personas were, they were actors. Mm-hmm. Just happened to be the best at what they did. Mm-hmm. But it started and stopped when they were on.